It is kind of funny how we see all the speeches that support a certain narrative. But as smart as we are, we seem to be ignorant of the narrative a certain group of people who run this country keeps giving us to, like they spoon feeding us like a baby. I want you to listen to something because see, I'm actually saying this because you like the narrative the European gives you, but you're not going to like the narrative that I'm going to give you and Dr. King is going to give you, and he's dead trying to help you people. And when I say you people, you could take it however you want it, okay? Because you think that you telling me or telling somebody else you like my video is enough support. You've done enough. Well, your likes don't mean nothing. Yeah, I appreciate you looking at the video, but what about your support? What about your support for Martin Luther King? Oh, I'm sorry, you can't support him no more because he's dead. What about Malcolm X? Oh, he sat up there and told people all about the trouble that black people had, and what kind of support did he get? He's dead. And I can go on and on and on. People leaving the country because they get so burnt out trying to help black people, but black people won't support them back. I don't understand that thinking, okay? You see how they supported Trump in the election? We won't even support black farmers or even tell somebody that we don't like what's being done to them, okay? Black farmers are catching hell, but look what happens to the white farmers.
How to farm. Not only that, they provided county agents to further their expertise in farming. Not only that, they provided low interest rates in order that they could mechanize their farms. Not only that, today many of these people are receiving millions of dollars in federal subsidies not to farm, and they are the very people telling the black man that he ought to lift himself by his own bootstraps. This is what we are faced with, and this is the reality. Now, when we come to Washington in this campaign, we are coming to get our check.
And every time we start talking about getting a check and going to Washington, somebody dies. Somebody who's leading the fight. Because we sit back there and we'll tell you, oh, I like his speech. Liking his speech is not going to get you a quarter. First of all, how in the world can y'all live with yourself? You would rather go buy and patronage a European store, Tommy Hilfiger, Maserati, but you a simple subscribe or support somebody who's willing to die for you, you can't see that. And I'm gonna tell you something else. How can we face ourselves when Jasmine Crockett and people like her are going out here saying and doing things that we know are right? But we sit back on our sofa and we don't say nothing. You think because you tell Jasmine Crockett that you like her video, that you've done your job? I know we're the strongest human beings on this earth if we apply ourselves. But sometimes we show ourselves to be a very foolish and weak people. Simply because, not because we are, but because we don't do. We just talk. And that goes for me too. But see, that's the only problem. I'm a little older than you. So we were out there. We knew what it was like to see our fathers and our grandfathers and grandmothers out there going through the hell that they had to go through.
And after the attempted assassination, a Democratic lawmaker from Texas is facing backlash from Republicans over a bill she supports. U.S. Representative Jasmine Crockett is a co-sponsor of a bill called the Disgraced Former Protectees Act. It would strip Secret Service protection for any person who's convicted of a state or federal crime. And
now, she sponsored or helped sponsored and supported H.R. 8081, which is a bill to strip Congress people, presidents, anybody that was guilty of a federal or state crime and sentenced to prison for at least a year. This is what I don't understand, black people. They knew, and our next coming president was convicted of several, 38 maybe, counts, and they still supported him and got him to the presidency. And now he wants revenge on everybody who didn't. He said he wants to be a monarch. And what are we doing? Still doing the same thing. I know y'all sitting down there looking at TV or the videos with popcorn in your hand. You ain't got no sign in your hand. You ain't gonna go outside. You ain't gonna do nothing until they get ready to put you out of where you at. Until they get ready to take something from you. Then you'll get mad. Then you go loco. Then you're gonna cry about we need to get together. But we need to get together right now. This woman, Jasmine Crockett, they want to call for her what do they want her to do? They want her to resign for speaking the truth. And she don't have too much help. You know they don't love her in Congress. You know they don't love her in the Supreme Court. You know the president don't love her. The only people she got is you, and you won't do nothing. And you do this all the time to people that look just like us. Are y'all working for the man? Are you looking at yourself through the eyes of your oppressor and you can't see that you black and you misused and abused?
Sentenced to prison for at least a year. Today, 27 Texas lawmakers and nominees sent a letter to Representative Crockett saying they believe current and former presidents must be protected. They called on her to resign, saying she has forfeited any moral authority to represent Texas. Congresswoman.
They calling on Jasmine Crockett to resign, saying she forfeited any moral standing or character when she supported this bill. But they don't look at themselves being morally corrupt when they rape, kill, take, and pillage Africa, the United States, and wherever they've gone. They think that they are God, that the law don't apply to them, and we help them. Now, TikTok just said they want to hear from me. A little banner ran across there. You don't want to hear from me, because you're the same people that sit down there and try to go through everything that I put out because you want to censor me because I'm telling the truth. And you say you want to hear from me. But that's just like the black people that's supposed to be for me. You understand? Where they're supposed to help, and they call themselves giving me a like. You can still like, but a like don't do a goddamn thing. You see? It takes subscribers in order for you to do something. And what I'm planning to do, and I'm really wanting to do this, is that hopefully, I can get to a point where I can do some of the things that I said I'm going to do. I haven't asked you for a damn dime. You understand? I want to make my own, because if you help me make my own, then I can do what's right with the money. I don't want to accept the money from some people because then they're going to tell me how to spend it. spend your subscriberhood.